Oh, this is to the other guy, right?
yeah, let's see.
I think you have to hold it down. Where's his broken? Oh, this is to the other guy, right?
Yeah, let's see.
He must not be on here yet. You have to hold it down.
Good evening. This is Bill Schaub, and I'm here with Peter Pletcher, and we're going to watch this class together. We'd like to welcome you to the $100,000 exhibition stake team class, which is benefit of the Neil Hirsch Boys and Girls Club. The Neil Hirsch Boys and Girls Club is here in Wellington, Florida, and this is to raise funds for this great charity. The Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County would like to thank our generous sponsors. This is Bill Schaub, and I'm here with Peter Title sponsors, Schumacher Automotive Group, Grand Champion Benefactors, Georgia Bloomberg, and Sibelian, CB Lion, Junior Hunter Benefactor, Walkenbach Equestrian, patron Selma Garber, the Deleuze and the Sissy Zoo, Imperfect Equine Products, and media partner Wellington Quarterly Magazine. To give you a little idea about the class, this is going to be a teamed event. You're going to have 3 riders in each team, and there's 13 teams. The first rider will jump 1 through 6, and then the second rider will jump 7 through 13, and your third rider will do the handy phase, and that'll be jump 14 through 21. There will be a drop score, so the lowest score will get dropped, and then the others will be averaged. This should be a really fun class, and we'll really enjoy it. So, Peter, we never had anything like this when we were doing this.
No. I think this class is going to run really smoothly the way they have it set up. I think what everybody needs to know is each person, each one of the 3, the first goes 1 through 6, and the next rider goes immediately to their next group of jumps, and then the third will do the handy round following them, right one after the other. So it will make this class run a lot faster and smoother. I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
You know, we have 3 panels of judges. Panel 1, that will be Tony Scarlatta and Diane Carney. Panel 2 will be Alice Koch and Jenny Edwards. And panel 3 will be Jeff Ayers and Kim Williams. So you've got a prestigious group of judges here judging tonight. They're the best of the best, and you're going to see some of the best competitors, hunter competitors in the world here tonight.
I think a good group of judges. I think also something to remember here also is each team will receive 45 seconds with a countdown to acclimate their horses in the ring as the announcer introduces each team member. At the end of the 45 seconds, all 3 riders are to be in position in the center of the ring. I think it's going to be interesting.
It's very important with the layout that the first rider, they have to follow a particular pattern, and they have to go around certain jumps the way it's posted, and the second rider has to do as well. Now the handy rider, you'll see they'll be cutting some corners and taking tighter turns, and they'll get bonus points for being tighter and sharper and more efficient than the other riders. It's a different phase of the competition. So we're starting at 7 o'clock, so our first team should be coming in pretty soon. And we'll let you know who those riders are once they're entering the ring. And they're going to line up in the middle. They're going to stand between jump 5 and 15 to start. And then as they finish, they're going to move down in this corner over here of the ring, and they're going to stand near the in gate. And they'll stand by until all 3 of them there, and then they'll exit and the next team will go in. The first team, the teams only have 45 seconds to get to the first jump. Here's our first team coming in. We have the first rider here coming in on the gray horses, Laura Bowery and Margot, and then Scarlett Samuels and Blue Cruz, and then Clara Prop and Jeffrey R.W.
This is when they have the 45 seconds to get acclimated to the ring.
This first horse in here, the 2590, the gray horse, is quite a beautiful mover. So she's trotting around, and as a judge myself, I would take that into consideration and make a note of that. I like to see their movement. A horse that moves flat like that, to me, makes for a smoother, prettier round. Ultimately, it's a jumping contest, but the movement between the jumps actually benefits your score. So they're kind of showing their horses around, getting them acclimated. You know, it's under the lights. These horses don't often show under the lights, so they're kind of getting them comfortable with surroundings. And now you can see they're joining together between jump 5 and 15. And Laura's going to be your first rider, and she'll go right after the horn here. Laura's a very experienced rider and quite good at the sport and well known, and we expect hopefully a good round from her. Anything can happen. You're dealing with animals and these conditions. You never know what will happen. Oh, this is.
Yeah, I think they're going out of.
Scarlett. This looks like Scarlett here. We thought Laura was going to go first, so Scarlett Samuels is going first on Blue Cruz.
This looks like a horse I'd like to ride. Looks super smooth, super brave. It's got a good jump. She's getting a little long to the jumps, but for the most part, I think it's going to be a nice, smooth first part for their team.
So remember, she'll be jumping jump 1 through 6. A little deep there. And that was her final fence, and now you'll see rider 2, which is Clara Prop on Jeffrey W. And she's off, and she'll do her part of the course.
Once these riders are finished with their course, they have to go to that holding zone there where you saw her go. Very important so they don't get in each other's way.
Clara's quite an accomplished rider and does well in both she did well in the equitation, the hunters, the jumpers. That was a beautiful jump there.
I really like her style of riding. It's super smooth. She's always with her horse. I like it.
And the polish on these horses, the grooming and the care, you know, they're so well turned out. And, you know, this is to simulate the hunt field, but it's a lot more sophisticated. The judges now are watching her evenness of pace. She has a nice even gallop, meeting the jumps in a nice place. This is a very good round. And now 3 takes off for the handy round, and you'll see she'll go tighter and more efficient. Clara moved into her holding place, so she's out of the way. So now we have Laura Bowery.
I thought that was a good approach to the first jump on the inside of that.
That was beautifully done. I always think of Laura having Niels' nerves of steel. She does not let anything get in her way of a good competition.
It's having a lot of really nice jumps too.
And now she's hand galloping. There was the hand gallop to the last jump.
And over the final fence was Florida
I
Power
think as these teams go
with
on,
Margot.
you're going to see that hand gallop
The scores here
a
at
lot
the end
stronger than
were
she might have
the
just done.
union of Scarlett Samuels
All in
with
all,
Hirsch, the Blue Crews,
nice
Florida
trip
Power,
though.
Jeffrey Nardelli, and Laura Bowery with Margot.
So we'll be waiting for the scores there. Remember, there will be a drop score. So the lowest score will be dropped. And then the next group will head in and they will start their 45 seconds to trot around and get the horses familiar with the conditions. It'll take everybody a minute to kind of get in the swing of things, and the scores will take a minute to all come in from the judges and be calculated.
It's funny, this is taking longer than it took them to go around the course. I think they have to tweak this just a little bit.
Yeah, everybody will get in the swing of things. You know, this is changed each year, and they've got a different format to make it more efficient and exhibitor and spectator friendly. So it's quite a beautiful evening here in Wellington. It is cold though.
It's a good thing we're inside.
Yeah, we're inside watching them freeze.
Yeah.
We spent plenty of hours outside, Peter.
That's for sure.
More hours than we care to admit.
I hear him announcing the scores from far away, so it shouldn't be long.
Yeah, I'm looking here.
Okay, here comes the second group. They're going to take their 45 seconds to get acclimated in this ring also.
So the team score for Team 1, the total score is 155.
What we have in this group.
It looks like this is, we've got Melissa Jacobs on Bauer, Ava Barnes on Unprecedented, and Grady Lyman on Valentino. Some beautifully turned out horses.
Mm-hmm.
I expect good things from this team, but you never know. So now Melissa's taking off on Bauer. She'll be our first rider. And as you recall, she'll be jumping fence 1 through 6. These horses look so good under the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful care, beautiful turnout. I like her pace. She has a good pace. She has a nice lick to her pace. I like to see horses ride with a good gallop. And now here goes Ava Barnes on Unprecedented. she is the junior. Melissa's an amateur and Ava's a junior, and then Grady's a professional.
Rider number 2 on the course now, here's Ava Barnes with Unprecedented, all by Ava.
Peter and I've watched most of these kids from small ponies on.
This is a super nice horse too. Ava's a great rider. She's been a winner from the ponies on.
This is a very good team, the New Hope group. They're a very top team. Dave and Chris do a wonderful job.
Maybe just a little slow into there, but horse gave it a good effort. It's hard from our view because we're looking at it coming straight head on to us. But
Had a light rub, which the judges will take into account. So that'll be the panel 2 judges that will. Good smooth round. Love the way the horse looks through the bridle on the smooth ride. And now here goes Grady, and she'll do the handy part of this.
she chose to go around the building on her start.
Grady's a very hard worker, very dedicated to the sport. You have to understand these riders are getting up early every morning and getting horses ready and showing all day, and here they are for this night class. This horse is quite a lovely horse.
Mm-hmm.
And here we're off for the hand gallop, and she's really galloping. That was overall really good.
Super round there.
Super round.
It's really hard to tell about the hand gallop. I would have maybe liked to have seen it be a single jump rather than a line. I think it makes it hard to.
Yeah, it's a little hard
that.
at a line. It's not that long a line.
Right.
And you want them to open up as much as you can, but you still got to meet the jump in the right place.
Yeah.
Now they're going to move on out, and we'll get some scores, and then we'll have our third team. So that's a 167, so they've taken the lead. They're 12 points ahead of the first team.
Boys and girls from Wellington. A special thanks to our partner, Wellington International, for this wonderful opportunity to show here in the International Ring on this Friday night, our third edition of the competition.
So now this is our third group will be coming in, and our junior rider is going to be Kenzie Smith on Deja Blue. And then our amateur rider is going to be Mark Dorfman on Can't Touch This. And then our professional rider will be Ryan Kenny on Outshine. And here they come in. They'll introduce their horses to the ring.
The junior rider, they'll see Mark Dorfman, the amateur rider with Can't Touch This, and professional Ryan Kenny and Outshine will be the third rider on the course.
So what they've tried to do is they've put together a team of one amateur, one junior, and one professional. And usually, in most instances, the professional go last because they do the handy phase most often, but not always. So as they get their horses comfortable with the ring,
10 seconds left as Rider 1 should be heading into
We can
position.
talk about the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach would like to thank co-chairs Her Royal Highness Princess Margarita de Bourbon and Jenny Osleroy, along with Andrew Lustig, for their tireless efforts in bringing this beautiful evening to fruition. And as they sound the horn, that the first rider will take off, and this is
Junior rider Kenzie
Kenzie
Smith, Deja Blue is
of Deja Blue.
the ride for Kenzie today. Isabella, your
Kenzie's
recommendation
quite an
for
accomplished junior rider.
Deja
She's
Blue.
still quite young, but every ring you go to, ponies, all different sizes, juniors, you'll see Kenzie
Junior rider.
in action. This is quite a nice horse. I've always liked this horse a lot.
Ponies, the children's junior hunters now.
That was a little slow for my liking, but
Yeah.
passable.
A little spooky there too at the end, which you can expect under the lights in here. Yeah, it's just a little
Yeah, a
little too slow there, and had a little ad chip out.
Like I say, these horses don't often get to show under the lights, so this is a good experience for them, and a lot of people will probably use this class for exactly that.
Jumping the final jump on the course for
Kind of makes for a fun experience.
the second rider now.
And here now our second rider.
Can't touch this.
And this is Mark Dorfman. He's the amateur part of this team on Can't Touch This.
Can't touch this.
This horse was a breeding stallion for a long time, I believe.
I think this is a great class for these junior and amateur riders for sure. Like you say, they get to go under the lights, and this isn't your normal kind of ride that you would see these people do during the day. So, and everybody's giving it their all, and I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. Mark's very smooth. He's a good rider.
He takes it very seriously, and he's quite a nice, very supportive in the sport, always friendly. This is quite a lovely horse. This horse jumps in beautiful style. It's an exceptional jumper.
Gives it his all. Every jump he's jumped so far.
This is quite a smooth round so far. And now Ryan will do the handy phase. That's Mark's last jump. Well done.
A little bit of mouth right there.
Yeah.
On the takeoff, but
A little messy at the end.
still a really good round. Let's see if Ryan can do anything a little different. I like how he went inside the gazebo there.
Yeah, he's trained by one of the handiest riders in America.
It's one way to put it.
Yeah, a little play on words there, Peter.
He's a hard worker.
Very
Really.
hard worker. Always has a smile on his face.
He takes a lot from that group.
Yeah, Michael Bertleone is the. We'll see him in a minute, and he'll do the handy in his phase, and
Yeah.
you'll see some turns.
Good.
Oh.
Shoot.
Now he did the hand gallop, and then just ended up being a little deep to that last jump, and the judges will take that into their score.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he was going to try to leave a stride out there. It didn't pan out for him, but
Yeah, that's where I would like a little more room there. But,
Yeah.
they've got to make this class happen. This class could drag out for 3 or 4 hours and lose interest. So the way it's set up. So let's see what this team scores here.
149.
And they have a 149 total, so that'll be in third place as of now. 149.
Yeah, they're putting it up now, just
Yeah, there you go.
helping us out a bit.
Yeah. We're in a different area where we can't really see if we're looking at a screen, so we're a little delayed here.
I saw you looking for the scoreboard out there. No way.
Okay, here we go. This is team 4. We got Zara Humayan on Cardinal, Julie Hogan on Quixotic, and Sarah Dunyan on Sugarland. I don't know this team as well, so this will be interesting. They're certainly good riders, and they've come to this class.
You know Sarah, though.
Oh yeah, she's a tough competitor.
She'll give it her all.
So they'll line up and prepare between jump 5 and 15. All the benefits for the and proceeds for tonight's charity class will benefit the Neil Hirsch Family Boys and Girls Club of Wellington. And they want to thank the Wellington International for this wonderful opportunity. This is a really good association. This is Zara on the Cardinal.
Starting with a nice pace there. Maybe not the greatest jumper, but definitely smooth, and her distances are nice.
Sweet horse. So the judges are judging both the round and the style of jumping, overall appearance, movement, manners. She's doing quite a good job because this young lady looks young, and it's a good horse. Horse like that big, look that distance played a little bit.
It's like I'm going.
Here's Julie Hogan now. And this is Quixotic. This horse is really making some nice efforts. This is such good experience for these young riders. She did quite a nice job.
That was a super, super smooth round for her.
Really a good round. And here's Sarah Duhan. Sarah's the professional on this team. Most of them look like they're going pretty much the same track, Peter.
Yeah. She's doing a good job on this handy round. Horse is listening well to her and is giving good efforts at the jump.
Sarah's definitely going to put her all into it.
That is for sure. She's one of the toughest ones I know. She'd have to be.
Now let's see her hand gallop. She's going for it. And that was one of the, I think that was the best hand gallop all night myself.
I think so. I think Ryan had the right idea to get. He just didn't get there all the way.
Absolutely.
The ones like Sarah, she played it a little bit safe. She stepped away from the first jump of the line and then was able to steady a little bit at the end.
But to really get a top score, what Ryan did, if that would have worked for him, would have earned him the top score.
It would have.
So you know, you gotta, if you want to win, you gotta go for it.
Yeah. Overall, pretty good group there.
Yeah. So they moved to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, you know, all 3 rounds,
Yeah,
even with
I
the,
think.
those 2 rounds were
Good.
that was very well done. So they're on top of the class now with a 174 average. And they've got quite a good lead there. They're leading second place by 7 points. They're going to be very happy about that.
Maybe I'll get into this judging thing after all.
We keep trying to get Peter to judge. He'd be a fantastic judge, but getting him to sit in one spot alone might be hard.
All the horses so far tonight really look nice under these lights. Like it's nice to see.
Well, we're here surrounded by the best of the best. It's nice to be here because you get to see every ring you go to. If you're going to see some of the best of the country, whether it be the pony ring, the hunter rings, the jumper rings, equitation. You see it all here, and the top of the top come here.
We're at a different angle up here in this tower, but honestly, with the screen in front of us, I think you can pretty much see exactly what the judges are saying.
Yeah, we get to see just about everything because we see a direct video of each horse. So some of the times the judges certain angles and things they can't see, and they can only judge what they can see. So this is Zoe Burton on DeLorean. So she's our junior rider. Zoe's come a long way. Zoe started out a little timid, and I mean, she's just made leaps and bounds all of a sudden, and makes you feel really good about her hard work and her effort she's put into it, because she was such a sweet child growing up. She's doing a good job. This horse is freshening up just a little bit in this environment, but overall very good. Quite a good jumper. All right, so our next rider here is Victoria Rotzert on code 4.
I'm glad I'm letting you pronounce all these names.
I know, I'm struggling. This is not my thing. I got the short straw here, I'm afraid.
That looked like that horse might have gotten a little bit lit as it went along, right?
Yeah. I'm amazed how well behaved overall most of the horses have been. We're on team number 5 of 13 teams, and overall,
It took about to that jump for this horse to get going.
now that will be a penalty.
Unfortunate. Needed to have a bathroom break in that line, it looked like.
Exactly. A knockdown puts your score in the 45 range, somewhere around a 45. If you have more than multiples knockdowns in one class, then you'll be a 44 or a 46. But and here's Shane Brooks here. Shane will go for it. Of course, it's quite a nice jumper.
Mm-hmm. Another
Oh,
round.
there's another rail. So they will have one drop score, but that unfortunately is going to hurt this team because they're going to have two 45s. One will be dropped, but then the other one will stay.
She also missed a lead, so this one's probably going to be lower.
Oh, yeah. So
45.
see, I was looking down. I missed that. That's where judging can be difficult. I was looking at my piece of paper, and I missed the lead, and Peter saw it. So that's why it's nice when two people can sit and judge together, and that's why you have teams here. Because every once in a while you have to look away. They're all smiling.
Yeah, it looks
They're
like,
having
I
a
was
good
gonna
time.
say,
Yeah.
it looked like they had fun anyway.
Yeah, they had fun. So that's what it's all about. Ultimately, if this class can be fun, and they have a 125. So I would say one of those scores was probably around an 80, and one was the 45 that got to stay in. Because Shane's score would have been the drop score, I would say,
Yeah.
with a cross canter and a rail. See, as you can see now, things are getting a little more efficient. We have quite a team coming up here, Team 6. This is quite a team here. We've got Brianne Goutal on Scout's Honor. Sort of may be a little green for this environment, but she's a top rider.
Yeah.
She's the professional of the group. On the brown horse with white legs, she's about as good as they get. And then you've got Irene Neuwirth on Holland Park. She is a force to be reckoned with.
Right.
And then you've got Lily Herzog on Tiebreaker. If I was a betting man, this team, but you never know what'll happen.
No, you can never tell, but on paper, they're looking strong.
They're looking strong for sure. Brianne not only rides in beautiful style, but she is truly one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. This horse can really jump.
Mm-hmm.
Strider's so late with the change, you know, that's not going to be a big factor. If they see it, maybe a point or so. Now that's going to hurt her.
Yeah.
That was a real cross canter, so that's going to put her, I would predict, in the 60s as of now. She still has more to go.
She can always be the drop score, too, with the
Exactly.
two to follow her.
Well, I think this horse is in here for experience.
For sure.
You know, this horse could win next week and be in that night class next week. So I think they needed to get him. He lacks experience in this kind of environment.
Rider number 2 now on the course here is Irene Neuwirth and her entry Holland Park.
Irene is a cool cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
This horse just looks through the bridle and canters across the ground so well. Irene designed some beautiful jewelry.
She always seems to have a nice group of horses, too. It doesn't really matter who she rides with. Irene is a rider.
And ultimately, this is a riding contest. People don't understand. You can buy a top horse, but if you don't do your homework and you don't ride, you're not going to be the winner. Another one of Amanda Lyerly's riders she developed, and she does a lot of catch riding, rides a lot of horses. This is a horse of River's Edge that she rides. Wow, this horse quite a good jumper.
That was slick how she did that.
Yes, very good. I tell you, this team, we've got to remember there's a drop score, so this team's giving them quite a run for their money. It's a lot of quality. This is a really top quality group of horses. There's not one that lacks quality.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
good.
I'm going to be curious to see how they.
Yeah, I think you're
this
going to see
plays
some
out.
high scores here. So we're leading with a 174. That's team 4. So let's see here. Boy, that's a beautiful group of horses. That's
Good.
about as good a group as you could ask for.
Good group of ladies. 179.
179, so there it is, right to the top of the class, leading by 5 points. Peter, we actually might know what we're doing.
I know. I think I'm going to ask for that card after this. No, kidding.
You got to work for it.
I'm good.
They should just give you one.
Well, the junior and the amateur
Hardest part about judging is the bookkeeping. The late Linda Onosani mentored me, and she was the best teacher at bookkeeping. And that makes it really nice when at the end of the round you've got a score, you're efficient, you've got it together. If you've got a pause, you're in trouble.
Uh-oh. Having
Now
some
here we go.
greenish problems here with the lights. Looks
So
like.
this is team 7. They've got Nick going first on style. Nick Hannes going first on style, and then Caroline Freeman on Blue Moment. And this is Stella Wasserman. Oh, that was Stella on the gray horse, Catchy. So that horse, they haven't started being judged yet, so
No.
that's why they're spending this 15 minutes. That horse got a little spooked. Now you see Stella up there trotting him around, trying to get him to settle. This is another group of riders, I tell you what. Nick's
Yeah.
won as much as anybody in the Hunter
I was
Ring.
going to say Nick is one of the best riders for sure.
And Caroline Freeman's up and coming, but I love this horse, Blue Moment. And then Stella Wasserman, she has big credentials. We've known her since she was on Small Ponies. Now she does all the Grand Prix.
Yeah,
and big,
she's headed to the Olympics probably.
Yep. She's always had good grit. Takes a lot of grit to do this. This is not as easy as it looks.
She'd have to with the breeding she comes from.
This is true.
Give her mom a little bonus there.
Exactly. Speak softly and carry a big stick. She was a tough competitor. Wow. Her mother showed as an amateur, and so it's a horse family. Okay, so they are going to start with Stella. Our sheet had her going last, but they've made a decision to have her go.
You know, this is just a testament of you can never tell until a horse starts.
Look at this now.
Because
This
when
horse went in.
It came in, you thought there's no way, and this is a good horse, and Stella is amazing.
Still not doubting a thing after the horse had
No.
the little episode. She's not questioning or doubting. This horse is a top jumper.
Beautiful jump.
Canters across the ground. I love its gallop. Looks through the bridle. Everything you're looking for in a hunter. And the smoothness. Stella is so smooth.
Just
That was really well done.
yeah. It's funny. Like if that happened in a normal class, you'd be killed. But
Exactly.
they have the 45 seconds for
Right.
that very reason, just to let these horses get used to the ring for a second.
That's right. And here's Caroline Freeman on Blue Moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, in a normal hunter class, you're judged the minute you walk in the ring. This class, you have 45 seconds because of the conditions in the class to let your horse get accustomed. Caroline's up and coming. I think we're going to see a lot of her. She's a hard worker. She's got a nice string of horses.
Looked like maybe she had to go get that jump a little bit, but in this kind of class, it's not the worst thing. Pretty good rub there.
This is a great horse to do this on for her first time because it did all the equitation finals and it's done the hunters. It's a jack of all trades and does a lot of it well. I saw Nick got a 94 on it in a handy the other day. That was quite a round. That was well done for
That
her.
was. That was.
This is something that she's, like I say, she's up and coming. She's never done anything like this. And look out, because Nick can quite watch this because he can get it done. Nothing ever moves here. Everything's still. Horses looking through the bridle beautifully. He had to work for that, but
Yeah,
he got it done.
Yeah, that was well done. That horse wasn't really sure where he was going. Super there.
I'll tell you what, this team's going to give the other team a run for their
Yeah.
money. And here he goes. Let's see if it works.
See, he got the hand gallop.
Yep.
He got the one
Less stride and
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah.
That's what Ryan was trying to do
Yeah.
and didn't quite get there. He left out of stride there, and that was well done.
Yeah, that was really
This is going to be interesting because
good round.
Team 6 is leading with us 179, so this team could give them a run for their money. It depends where the judges are sitting.
Yeah.
But look, they're all smiling. It's a fun class.
Yeah, it's good. So far, even the not the greatest rounds, everybody seems to be having a good time.
Oh, that's 167. So now that's a tie with Team 2, so I'm curious. We've got 174 as Team 4, so see now where we are and where it's all different.
Yeah, we're at a different view for sure.
So that's in third place. So there's at some point, what happens when they have that is they go to the drop score and the highest drop score because they had a tie 2 with 167. Yeah. So they had the higher drop score, so they moved into third and they put the other team with 167 in fourth.
Yeah.
So that's how they do that. Then if there's another tie, it goes to the panel 1 judges. They've got to have all these systems in order so that because you don't like to have a tie. So now we have Riley Kennard on Carry On. She's supposed to be our first rider. Then we have Maxima Lanza on Dom Perignon and Haley Barnhill on Billy Mango. This team can be good as well. This is a really good team. We've got top quality down here in Wellington, so you're going to see a lot of good rounds.
Yeah, we want to thank our title sponsor, Schumacher Automotive Group,
So far, I'm voting yes on this new system they're using.
Yeah, I agree with you because we're halfway through and we're only,
And there's not any dead time.
no.
Like it's boom, 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 which is
Here's,
very important for people watching this
right.
sport.
You start dragging these classes out 3 or 4 hours and you lose everybody. So we're
Yeah.
going to get this class done earlier than 2 hours. So that's going to work out perfectly. So here's Carry On with Riley Kennard, the rider. This is a pretty experienced horse. I would think this should be, he'd feel comfortable with this environment. So this is Team 8. On the screen it's saying Team 4, but this is Team 8. That seemed like it was going to be a little long, and then it came up with it.
Yeah. That's this looks like a sweet horse.
Yeah, very sweet horse.
So it's showing now for record number 2, and that is professional rider Haley Barnhill on Billy Mango.
Oh, now we've got Haley Barnhill is going to take the next spot on Billy Mango. So they've changed the order that we had, so we've got to stay on top of that. Sometimes last minute they'll make a change of decision. They can decide who goes when as a team. So they met a school and then decided, you know, my horse is being a little green or this is happening, so they may change their order to that. There you had a
shoot.
rail. At the first jump. Haley's one of my favorite riders and people. She's just a wonderful human being. Great rider. Always the same.
Yeah, I've known her for a long time too. I really like her.
Always has a smile. It doesn't matter if her horses are going good or bad. And a top jumper rider as well. She's bringing up some nice young horses. We get to spend the summer, a lot of us summer in Lexington. I get to see her a lot. But see, these riders never give up. She had a rail at the first jump, but she's still riding for the round of her life. You're always working on your skills.
Wrapping up their portion of the course, and now we go to Maxwell Vanessa, Belmary on the junior rider, on Samantha O'Brien's Belmary on the anchor run.
This is quite a cool horse. He should be good out here. At this point, he's very seasoned. He's been around a while and done this. This little girl is young and she's quite talented.
That horse was like, "Are we going on this
Exactly.
angle?" Okay.
I think she was the right choice for the handy round.
Yeah. You've gotten there a little too early in that.
Yeah.
But
And he's such a big stride, he never got to really hand gallop and
Yeah.
open up. So
Might
we'll
have
see what
been.
the judges think.
yeah. It's the only thing maybe I would have changed was the last jump.
Agreed.
Meaning for the course designer. If we're gonna
Yeah.
mention it from our view. What I mean.
They're taking, you know, they're trying to get this done promptly, and for the hand gallop, it's riding a little bit off for that.
Yeah, they could have left out that second to last jump.
Yeah, and then they
Let
could
him
have just
just
turned and let
cut
loose.
loose a little bit.
So see, there's another tie with team 1. But it'll all depend on their drop score. If they have a lower drop score, they'll move behind that one or vice versa. Okay, now team 9. The way it's listed, it's Camera Coles on, I'm going to try this, Foo Boy, and then Eleanor Green on Just Do, and then Maria Rasmussen on SVF Ritchie. So they're taking their 45 seconds. They've limited this because sometimes it'll take, if you let them out there, they'll take 2 or 3 minutes trotting around the ring. And you add that times this many teams, it'd add another hour to the class. Yeah, this is running right on schedule because we're under an hour.
And this is, when that horn blows, they're going right
And
at
they're
it.
off.
Oh,
So now there's a refusal at the first jump. So that puts you right in the 40 range. Now we have to go from there. So she's down to a 40, and then you've got to keep judging because you never know. And there it was just fine. The source is just starstruck in here under the lights. But he's going to leave here with some good mileage.
During Hunter Week, you see a lot of that kind of thing going on, having to walk in this ring, especially by yourself.
Yeah, it's a little nice introduction when these horses get to go. The 3 of them, their first time in this ring, because horses are herd animals, so they feel a little more comfortable. Next week we have a big class. I believe that's a $150,000 class.
Yeah.
And they go in separately, so that can be, in fact, the next rider, Maria, if I recall last year in that big class, she had a horse that was very overwhelmed, and she got she was quite the horsewoman and just took her time, got her horse comfortable, ended up really giving a lesson in horsemanship.
That was nice to see the rider pet the horse, knowing that it was probably really just a pure stage fright.
So this is Eleanor on Just Do.
Yeah.
This horse was a breeding stallion for quite a long time. He has a lot of mileage in these kind of venues. Big strided horse. She's doing quite a nice job. And here goes Maria. This is the professional of the team. Whoa.
Oh, shoot.
That was unfortunate. Horse just stubbed a toe and stumbled. You know, as a judge, I'd like to take as little off as possible for that, but that still, in my opinion, is a fault when they stumble that hard. A light stumble I'm not that hard on, but that stumble would bother me a little bit. That was unfortunate. And that's where you can be having the best round and just horse hits a divot or something and just stumbles. But she never eased up. She just kept going, and here she's off to the hand gallop and did a beautiful last jump.
Yeah, that stumble is a hard thing. Seems to be more and more of stumbling now that we've gone to the imitation footing, is what I like to call it. Back in the day when we were in dirt, I don't ever remember a horse tripping or falling
No.
or anything.
In the grass and the mud and all that.
Yeah. I think sometimes it just gives a little differently than regular.
And I tell you, this ring's used mostly for the jumpers, and they like their footing a lot firmer than the hunters do. And I think the footing's a little firmer than most of these hunters are used to. There's a 151 score. Okay, so our next team, we got a father and a daughter. I tell you, we've got Maya Ryman on Kingsman, and then Ava Krolik. I love this young lady. I'm quite fond of her, and I had this horse myself, and she does this horse in the equitation. He should be really good out here. He's a very dependable horse. Maybe not the fanciest hunter, but he should go around here nicely. And then his father, Greg Krolik, is riding Chappie, who is a top horse. You could very well see Greg in here next week with Chappie in this class. So getting him in here at this lower level would really give him a good boost of confidence. And not that he needs it. He's quite successful with this team. So the Boys and Girls Club of Wellington works to help youth of all backgrounds develop the qualities needed to become responsible citizens and leaders. The club offers daily access to a broad range of programs in 6 core areas: character and leadership development, education and career development, health and life skills, the arts, sports, and fitness and technology. Such a good program. This is Maya. How are we doing here so far?
It's been good. It's been good. Just very smooth. One after another. Not a great jumping style, but very smooth. Good distance choices.
This horse looks like he could do a lot of different rings and be a good schoolmaster for people.
Yeah. Now we're going to see Ava.
Ava.
She's a hard-working little kid.
She is. She won the McClay last week.
I see her at different barns going to ride people's ponies.
Yeah.
She's up for it all.
I have a young girl that needs a horse to give her good experience, and I wanted this horse so badly for her. He really gives her a lot of confidence. Rub there. The judges will have to take that into consideration. He's really taught her to ride, though.
Not sure if it's him or the father.
Exactly.
That was a good round for her.
Yeah, that was very good.
Looks like she's been riding in this ring for years, and I know she hasn't.
Yeah, I'm very fond of her. She's a sweet girl, and she works really hard. This will be handy. Oh. Might have got a little slow there. He almost trotted. I don't think he trotted, but
I don't think he trotted. It was worse in the bridle than it was in the trotting department. But he's definitely handy.
Oh yeah, he'll take a chance. Greg's a top rider.
Yeah.
He can ride just about anything.
Let's see what he does here. Oh shoot!
See, that got far away.
Yeah, it's sort of a hard last jump for this, for the trying to be hand galloping when they really can't.
I'm almost wanting to know if they can put a little bow, do a hand gallop, but put a little bow into it this late in the class. You know, maybe the way that's set is a broken line. If they could make it look, still do it in the same amount of strides, but put a little bow in it so it show a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 171. I believe that's in third place. Yeah, they just moved into third place. Okay. Oh, this will be a good team. We've got Kelly Sims on Simply Spectacular. She's the amateur. And then Marlene Hollins, the junior, on Edis's Donovan. And Michael Britt Leone on True Cassini. You're going to see a handy there, I guarantee you.
And here is the team of Kelly Sims with Simply Spectacular. Marlene Holland on Odessa's Donovan, Rosal Harmony. And Michael Britt Leone and True Cassini.
Kelly's been quite good for the industry. She's bought a lot of nice horses and works very hard at it. A friendly and a good client and just an overall nice person. So they're taking their 45 seconds to loosen them up. Let them see around. They were able to hand walk earlier and let their horses see the ring, so that's beneficial. I always like when they do that. Horses are not only herd animals, they're flight animals, so it's good to get them to, they've got to learn to get accustomed to all this.
Yeah. It's a pretty group of horses, too.
It sure is. Come on, Kelly. This horse is adorable. He's always so clever with his front end.
Mm-hmm.
He's good there. Like, I thought she was going to get a little deep, and then he came up with it.
I think she's getting more comfortable now.
Oh, yeah, she's riding now.
She's going to be taking a big, deep breath after that.
She rode with great confidence. That
Yeah,
was a
that's
great
good.
round for Kelly. And here Marlene goes.
Second rider underway. It is Marlene Holland and Dessus Donovan.
This team works really hard. It's a hard-working group of people. A lot of hours in the saddle.
I think it's nice that Michael did this with the two ladies, too.
Oh, yeah.
Good jumper.
She's a really good jumper. She's doing a great job. She's come a long way, this girl. She was just doing the 3-3 junior last year. Now she's in the 3-6, and she's out here. I don't think Michael takes it lightly with his riders.
Not from the sounds of it in the schooling ring.
They don't talk back, let's put it that way.
It's nice.
Wow, 2 solid rounds there.
Yeah, really pretty jumps.
So they don't need Michael.
Yeah.
I think this horse is just coming back in competition. He just started back a few weeks ago after a little break from a rough season, so we'll see. I don't think he'll not. Oops. Yeah, like I say, I think this horse is just coming back from a break. I hadn't seen him in a while, and he showed last week. So he just didn't really get his eye on that. He's just a little rusty, I think. I'm sure there's a plan and a reason he decided to do this horse. Because he could certainly be in there, top winner for next week. And he lacks the most experience for this kind of event as well.
Yikes.
Well, the ladies are smiling.
Yeah, the ladies.
Oh, he's smiling too. He can take it.
He's good.
He can dish it out, but he can take it. Let's see. This is going to be interesting because those girls really laid down some nice rounds. $173 for the ladies. All the ladies.
All of them.
And they moved into 3rd place. No help of Michael, but he's going to kill me tomorrow. He can take it. So they moved up to 3rd place. They might get on the podium. We got a pretty good team coming behind after them.
Oh, yeah. Liza.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty good group.
Yeah, so we got Liza Tao on MTM Cross My Mind. That should be nice. And then Clara Burnham on Hard Rock Harmony, SH. And then Sydney Moriarty on Lillooet. Liza is quite the competitor, and this horse can go quite nicely for her. She won a big derby, I judged, I believe, at Blowing Rock this past year.
She's definitely one of the best there is.
She's unbelievable. She's half horse. You know, that's a horse family, the Towels, and her daughter's following right behind her footsteps, looks just like her.
I know, it's unbelievable to watch her.
I know, rides like her, looks like her. Well, she has 2 daughters.
First horse should have
Jack Tal, her father's the trainer of this team. Now there's a competitor. He's produced some top horses and some top riders. Let's see who goes first here. It was listed as Liza, but that kind of surprises me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Liza.
Come on, little mare.
Yeah, I would be saving Liza for the handy on that horse. I like the drop score in this competition.
Yeah,
What do you think, Peter?
I think that was very smart. Just goes to show you it's not always about the professional rider.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, our third place team is
Yeah.
the ladies had the highest scores. This horse is just a little green out here, but the little girl's doing a great job.
A little spooky here and there, but all in all.
The team cover now. Claire Vernon now with Hard Rock Harmony.
So here's Clara. I would venture to say that these two girls have probably never done a class like this.
Yeah.
So this is good experience for them to get in there. It'll make everything else seem easier.
Yeah, for sure. Nerves become a big part of these kind of classes too. If you haven't done it much, it can sort of get in the way of things.
Oh yeah, and it can. I think maybe as a team, there can almost be more nerves
Yeah,
because you're letting other people down. It's just not you. And now look out! Here comes Liza.
yeah.
She can gallop like no other.
Yeah.
This horse is very handy too. See, I like the pace. I like the gallop myself.
Yeah.
And when I'm judging when a horse lands every lead like this, I mean, in my opinion, take it for what it's worth, they don't have to land all the leads, but when a horse lands all the leads, it just ends up looking smoother when it's a top quality horse. Not that I'm opposed to lead changes, but when you have a really top round, here you go, let's see here. That may be one of the best handies all night.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really well done.
Just another day at the office for her.
Exactly. She hasn't even taken a breath. Well, see, Liza got a 93, so
Yeah.
that brought that combination way up because the other score was a 70, I believe, and that put him in the 5th place. So that's how that 93, that was, I believe, the highest scored handy round.
Yeah, it was.
It should have been if not.
From our judges card, for sure.
Yeah, and panel 3, Jeff Ayres and Kim Williams. I'm sure they'd feel the same way. Okay, we're on our last team.
Last one.
Charlotte Doyce on fact check, Holland Sutherland on Rafferty, and Peter Patch on blue time.
Charlotte Deutsch with fact check, Alan Sutherland, and Rafferty and Peter Patch in blue tie. That will be our final team, team 13th team to come under the bridge.
So they're taking their 45 seconds. I'm trying to figure out our placing here.
10 seconds for the first rider, 10 seconds, so you have the position. Well, first rider is cleared for takeoff here at Charlotte Deutsch with fact check.
This looks like a sweet horse, too.
It sure does.
I think she's doing a good job with this, just even as in the beginning.
And I like that they make this class 3-3, so it opens up for a lot of different
Right.
riders at different levels to be able to get this experience. She's doing quite a nice job. Yeah, I could certainly enjoy having this horse in my stable.
It's a try or two, and she really knew where she was.
She
too.
was.
Nice.
That girl has some good instincts. Holland's a real sweet girl. This is a horse that she bought as a pre-green hunter and developed on her own, which is very admirable, and she's done quite well.
I can't tell, but it looks small, isn't it?
It's a very small horse, but it's game. Game is Dick Tracy. I would be surprised if it looked at anything. It was this way as a 5-year-old.
But you get some good pictures.
Uh-huh. Yeah, really. Every jump's the same, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
And she can find the distances. She's very quiet, sweet girl, but she's really a competitor. He jumps every jump the same. That's important to me.
Let me tell you something. I think that's the best one, the first round of them all. So
I agree. I think that was a really top round. It may have been the best first round of the night.
yeah.
Everything was even, right out of stride.
Yeah. This is a nice guy, Peter.
Oh yeah, he's really a nice guy. I like the way this horse looks through the bridle, looking to the next. Quite a good jumper. I tell you what, this team's giving them a run for their money. All three of them have been solid, even the drop score. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that was. But sometimes you got to take a risk,
You
and
do. If it would have worked
sometimes the
for him,
risk.
it would have made
Yeah,
all the difference in the
yeah.
world on the score.
But the other two are gonna,
Yeah.
they're gonna have pretty good scores too.
And they're all smiling.
Yeah, at least the two girls.
At least he about got bucked off.
No.
He wasn't going to take that last line for granted at all.
Now I like the fact that he actually thought about
Yeah.
going.
He wanted to get it done.
A lot of them in the beginning looked just like a normal line.
See, they moved. They're going to be 8th place, so that was it paid off though. Out of
Yeah.
13 teams,
Yeah.
a 165.
I'll have to say, this is probably the best class that I've watched in this ring for the hunters in this kind of a situation ever.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think they did a beautiful job with the course. I like the way they gave him a little time to be in the ring. Everything went very smoothly.
And I think it's going to take off, and I think you're going to see some really good teams if next year it's the same.
Right. They've taken a few years to develop it, but I like
Yep.
this system they developed.
Me too.
And remember, all these proceeds go to the Boys and Girls team, Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County. It's a great situation because it helps all kids with different backgrounds, you know, that can't afford to do certain things, and it gives them the opportunity to do certain things. So it's, you know, it's a great mission, you know, to enable young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. I think everything just kind of fell into place, Peter.
Yeah. I think that was a good class.
Yeah. So.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun doing it with you for my first time.
Yeah. So it looks like now they're going to present the awards. Just 3 will go on the podium. You know, your Team 6 was the winner. That was Scouts Honor and Brianne Gutal and Holland Park and Irene Neuwirth and tiebreaker and Leslie Herzog. That was quite a team.
Mm-hmm.
And then Team 7 ended up second, and that was Cardinal and Zara, Quixotic and Julie, and Sarah and Sugarland. That they did a heck of a job. And then the team from Atlanta, the Michael Bertleone team, they're Team 11 with Kelly Sims and Marlene and Michael. They ended up third. And then 4th place was Kingsman. Team 5 was 4th place with Kingsman and Maya, Donatello and Ava, and Chappie and Greg. Team 2 ended up 5th with Eliza. Eliza, I believe, got the highest score there with a 93 on the handy. And then Team 8 ended up being 6th with Melissa Jacobs, Ava, and Grady. And Team 4 ended up being 7th with Stella, Caroline, and Nick. Team 1 ended up being 8th, and that was with Charlotte, Holland, and Peter. Team 9 ended up being 9th with Laura, Scarlett, and Clara. Team 10 ended up being, Team 13 that ended up being 10th, with Riley, Haley, and Maxima. And the 11th place was Team 3 with Cameron, Eleanor, and Maria. Team 10 was 12th with Kenzie, Mark, and Ryan. And Team 12 was 13th with Zoe, Victoria, and Shane. Overall, a good class. I really enjoyed my time with you, Peter.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
All right. Good
All
night,
right,
everybody.
we're
Have a good
signing
time.
off. Bye.
Thank you again to the generous sponsors, title sponsor Schumacher Automotive Group, grand champion benefactors Georgina Bloomberg and Sibby Lyon, junior hunter benefactor Walking Back Equestrians, the patrons Selma Garber, Fang Shun Lu, and CC Joe, Perfect Equine Products, media partner Wellington Quarterly Magazine. The Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County would also like to thank co-chairs Her Royal Highness Princess Margarita de Bourbon de Parma and Jenny Oz Leroy, along with Andrew Lustig, for their tireless efforts in bringing this beautiful evening to fruition. Again, congratulations to our top three teams. Kelly Sims with Simply Spectacular, Marlena Holland with Odessa's Donovan, and Michael Britt Leon with True Cassini finishing in a third. Zara Hummian with Cardinal, Julie Hogan with Quixotic, and Sarah Duhan with Sugarland finishing in second. Brian Gatal Marteau with Scouts Honor, Irene Neuwirth with Highland Park, and Lily Herzog with the tiebreaker, your winning team on the evening. Congratulations to our top grooms as well. Pablo Castilla, Edgar Dominguez, Orlando Dahl, Franklin Tavares, Brianna Perkins, Sofia Masterakis, Luis Chavez, Victor Martries, Jose Hernandez, and Limburg Lopez for all of their hard work put in getting ready for this evening as well.